Hey guys, I'm here and I'm just going to show you a quick eye look today, just to show you some of the options that Younique has for eye makeup. Um, One of my favorites is the Addiction Shadow Palette. I often use number 2, which is like little silveries and grays and some black. It's perfect smoky eye for me. There's some matte colors in here, there's some shimmery colors, so there's a little bit of something for everybody. This is also the palette that we used with Shelly the other night. I'll post some of her before and afters so you can see the difference. I'm also going to use one of our mineral pigments. I already took the lid off there. It's one of our little mineral pigments. It looks tiny, but this amount of pigment will last you so long. It's crazy. And then one of my other favorite options for eyes and eye color is the Splurge Cream Shadows. Comes in this little pot. And again, it seems like such a tiny amount, but it really does go a long, long way. So I'm just gonna start. You should start with the lightest colors first. I'm just gonna use a round kind of fluffy brush here for my mineral pigment. Just use a tiny little bit. I often just kind of brush out any extra into my little cap here so nothing goes to waste, of course. I'm using Sexy. It's this nice little shimmery champagne-y kind of pale pink, and I'm just going to pop over here to my mirror. I want to put it in the, I don't know if you can see both at the same time, kind of in the corner of my eye and just a little bit all over. So I've already used my Glorious Primer today, and the Glorious Primer is a face primer and eye primer, so it's double duty, which is awesome. It comes in this month's, the June Kudos. So I did the Sexy all over there, and I'm just gonna put it a little bit underneath my brow bone as well, just for a little bit of highlight. When I was younger, I used to think only Barbie dolls had eyeshadow up here. You should only put eyeshadow on your lid. That's so not true. You can use eyeshadow to contour the shape of your eyes, make your eyes look bigger, make your eyes look brighter. All right, I'm also getting ready for work right now, so this is literally what I would do on a day that I want to play with my eye makeup. So I'll just get the Sexy on. It's quite shimmery, it's quite pale, it's nothing, it's one of those shades that if you're not really an eyeshadow wearer, but you want a little something something, it's a great eye brightener kind of shadow. Really easy to wear, really, the pigments are great because you can just kind of build them as you go. This is one of the paler shades, but it comes in tons of colors. It's really fun, easy. I'm going to use a little bit of the cream shadow next. And I'm using a purple shimmery shade called Dainty. So far today I'm sexy and dainty. I love all the little adjective names that Younique does. So I'm using the cream shadow brush. Those words are probably backwards for you, I'm not sure when I post the video. It's just a very tiny little brush. It's got very stiff bristles, so it makes it perfect for your cream shadow. And I am using literally the tiniest possible amount here on the edge of my little pot, and I'm just going to apply this very, very lightly. Again, I'm going to work. I'm not going out tonight, being a Monday night and all, but I'm just going to apply this. I'm kind of applying it from like the 2/3 line kind of over, just to blend it in with the Sexy shade. This is a great brush. It gets right into your crease. The cream shadow goes exactly where you want it, which is fantastic. This is a very shimmery shade. I don't know if you can see that quite on the video here, but I'm just going to go and do the other. The cream shadows are really great because you can put a little bit of color or you can put a lot of color. They're very buildable and easy to use. I never thought I would really like a cream shadow because I thought, you know, that's so like advanced. Like how am I supposed to do that? but they tend to be one of my favorites to use now. I'm kind of awkwardly using this mirror perched on my windowsill. So I apologize that any weird eye makeup faces I might make. So far sexy and dainty. See, my eyes are quite bright now. Alrighty. And the cream and the mineral powder actually blend very well together, so there's no worry in using them both. I'm going to use my Shadow Addiction palette too, and kind of a flat bristled brush here. And I think I'm going to, I just want to shadow up these corners a little bit and a little bit into my crease. I think today I'm going to go with Honorable, which is kind of a matte shade. I'm just using a little bit just to kind of blend on top of my cream shadow. I don't want anything too dramatic because I am going to work. But if I were going out, I would do very similar, a little bit darker maybe. Hope you can see that. I'm just going to do some blending. I always thought a shadow, like a smoky eye, would be way out of my league, but I actually find it quite easy to do with my Younique. So I'm going to add a little bit of liner. This video is getting a little bit long, but that's okay. It takes time to do stuff. I'm going to put my liner on. So I'm using the Younique liner in Perfect, which is black for our purposes. So I'm, what am I, sexy, dainty, honorable, and perfect. Who doesn't want to be perfect? So I'm just going to line my eyes very close to the lashes. I'm just using little strokes. Again, I apologize for any weird faces I might make while I'm doing this. I'm not doing any wings or anything like that. There. Get a little bit closer to the lash line. That's a bit better. And the other side. I haven't done my eye makeup up here in this mirror, with this little mirror, this little setup yet, so bear with me while I figure out the best angles. I prefer a little bit of a smudgy eyeliner look sometimes, so I'm just going to go back over with my cream shadow brush. Just kind of smoosh that in a little bit. With Shelly the other night, we used another cream shadow shade called Skeptical, which is our glittery black. And I actually lined her lids with that instead of on, like, just kind of over her liner. Just give her a little more shimmery, a little more edge. And it turned out quite nice, I think. I just want to smudge a little bit underneath my eyes. Just a little bit. I don't have as much light over on the other side of my, for the other side of my face to use. So it's kind of awkward here, but that's okay. All right. And last but not least, I'm going to do my 3D fiber lashes. It's my favorite part. So I've got my transplanting gel here. I'm going to twist out, not pump, because you don't want to add all that extra air in there or that all the germs. So just putting this on, root to tip. It's not clumpy or anything. I apologize, I'm not quite getting the right angle I need here. Just show you exactly what I'm doing. So you want the gel on. You want to work with it while it's still kind of wet on your lashes. Goes on just like any other mascara, maybe a little thicker because it's a transplanting gel, not quite a mascara. And I've just got my fibers here, step 2, and I'm just going to put it from kind of mid-lash on up. You can do it a little closer to the lash line if you want a little bit thicker kind of look. Depends on if you want to go for more length or more thickness and how dramatic. I'm only putting 1 coat on, but you could totally do another coat of gel and another coat of fibers if you wanted to have a super nice dramatic look for going out maybe. I'm just putting my step 3, which is the same transplanting gel. I've only got 2 tubes here. And I'm just going over that, kind of seals in the fibers. At this step, if you find that you've got too many fibers falling onto your lashes, you didn't use enough gel, or maybe it's dried in between. So again, twisting out. I'm just going to put a little bit of gel just on my lower lashes. I don't use any of the fibers on my lower lashes just because, well, today I'm going to work, so I don't want quite a crazy dramatic look or anything. It's just something nice, subtle, easy to wear. If you've made any mistakes or anything, you can always go back with a concealer brush and kind of touch up where you need to. But just I want to show you the difference for the lashes. My Younique lashes, regular lashes. Anyway, I hope that helped y'all show you the difference between the Younique makeup. We've got the shadow palettes, which make blending and creating a full eye look totally easy. There's also the splurge cream shadows, which are really fun to use. I love how shimmery they are and easy to use. And then the mineral pigments, which I love as a highlighter. Easy peasy to use. Hope that helped. Have an awesome day.